sir.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a really big day, well, because first off, it's car week. Second off, Chevrolet has brought out the brand new Corvette ZR1 to the Spanish Bay. Yep, another drop the mic moment, because this supercar is unlike many new supercars coming out, over 1,000 horsepower. But today we're actually joined by Shad from the Chevrolet team. Thanks for coming on camera, dude.
Thanks for stopping by.
He's fantastic. He's been part of the team for many years. If you remember back in a few years ago in 2019 or 2020, we got to ride with Shad for the first ride along in a C8 Corvette convertible.
That's right.
San Clemente Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
But again, that's another example of you guys pulling out that new car to a really popular event to show what Chevrolet can do. So I would love to talk to you about the new ZR1 to find out more information about it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So first off, guys, as you know, the ZR1 has 1,000 horsepower. I'm a bit shocked that you guys pulled that one off.
1,064.
1,064 horsepower, which is basically 400 horsepower more than the C8 Z06 that I actually bought. And I thought that car was crazy. I've been super excited. I know even internally you guys have been so pumped to show what's coming next. And seeing this in person, it's drastically different. Is this the same as the Accelerate yellow, or is this a new yellow?
This is a new yellow for the model year 25. This is called Competition Yellow.
Competition yellow. It reminds me of the C7 ZR1 yellow, right?
It does, yeah.
A little bit. You guys should bring back even the orange for that, the Sebring orange, if it's not already back. That would be great. And then you guys have the new purple Hysteria, right?
Right, yeah.
Can you get that with the new ZR1?
A lot of new color options. You can, indeed.
So I got to ask you first off, I know down below, pretty similar with the front splitter to the Z06, but is this officially an S-Duct now from Chevrolet coming up close?
It is, yeah. So this this car is equipped with the ZTK Performance Package, so it has all of the aerodynamics to treat with to help with the cooling and to keep the car stuck to the ground, to manage that kind of horsepower that's coming out of the back.
So depending on what you want to do with the vehicle, right, you can get the track version, which would be ZTK, kind of like the C7 ZR1, right?
That's correct.
And then the standard one will give you less drag, less downforce for top speed runs, right?
That's exactly right. Well, the downforce for this car is, near 1,200 pounds.
That's crazy.
And it's a lot due to that ring in the back there. It's pretty powerful when you're at top speed.
I think I saw during some of the testing videos, well, when the vehicle first came out, they invited some of the media out and they hit past 210 miles an hour, which is crazy to think, this is what Corvette's doing now. Not only the most powerful production, twin turbo V8 you can get right now, it's purely, not hybrid, but also going past 210 miles an hour. Yet, if you still want to track it, you got that option, right? Because looking down on the side, you still have, you have a newer gen of carbon fiber wheels. This will be an option, correct?
That is an option, yep. And in terms of the performance numbers, we haven't done all the performance testing yet, but for top speed, our engineers they're very proud to say that it will do comfortably well over 215.
Personally, I love chasing the downforce too, so if someone like me were to get it, I highly recommend, guys, you gotta get the ZTK package, because like you're saying, 1,200 pounds of downforce?
1,200 pounds of downforce.
Right? And is it a fixed rear wing?
It's a fixed rear wing, yep.
Wow, yeah, these endpoints are massive. How does that work when it comes to opening up the rear hatch?
Yeah, so it's obviously there and sort of, doing what it does, but the hatch, you can still open the hatch here, just push the button and lift it. It'll still hold your set of golf clubs. There's no space that's been compromised at all back here.
You got your bags back there.
Bags back here, yeah. The only challenge is, lifting over the big wing, but it's worth the trade-off.
You still get the handmade signature right there, right, for the engine block. What was the code name again for this engine block?
Oh, the Gemini project.
Oh, the Gemini, that's right. You have the logos right there on the intakes down below.
Yeah, they're sort of scattered throughout to just sort of pay homage to the code name and to the car's history with space and astronauts.
What I love what you guys did here was that it feels like you're not only trying to do things the brand has never done before. There's a lot of headlines coming out of, most powerful production Chevy ever, right? First mid-engine ZR1. But also you're trying to throw back to the roots of the Corvette brand, like the whole split window.
Yeah.
That's a whole throwback.
That's very true. It's a throwback, but it's also it's a functional throwback. It's to keep the engine compartment ventilated. So it looks amazing. It's a throwback to the car, but it also has a purpose.
So if you want to get that throwback, then you'd obviously have to buy the coupe version.
That's correct. Yeah, the convertible doesn't have the split window, obviously.
Does the convertible still get the side intakes?
Not all of them, no, it does not. Because it is the convertible, it doesn't have the space for all of the venting, but so if you want all of that, you got to get the coupe.
I heard with the standard suspension setup of the ZR1, they've actually made the spring softer.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a well-mannered ride. I think when you have that level of horsepower, there's not that much that you need to do to the suspension and tuning. The motor just takes care of getting it forward.
And then with the ZTK, you're obviously probably getting increased spring rates with that too?
Yes.
Close to the Z06?
There is some difference in tuning, but different than Z06.
Okay, I gotcha. I have to make another comment to you, Shad. I know I've talked to you about this in the past. I love carbon fiber on these cars. Not only are you getting the full carbon roof panel with this option package, but check this. I'm not sure if other people have pointed this out, but the carbon roof is actually extending further backwards. That is a neat new feature for the ZR1. And then coming down, we do have, I believe this is the brake intake, correct?
This is, yes. So this is new. This is a new air duct that goes right to the back side of the caliper there to cool down the brakes. And then of course you have the big inlet there for the heat exchangers, yeah.
I just feel like it seems like this vehicle, the main pitch of it, and correct me if I'm wrong, Z06 is a naturally aspirated track car that is high revving, has great cooling. This is great cooling too from what I hear, but this can do it all. This is going to be the ultimate Corvette basically everywhere.
Yeah,
pinnacle.
It does it all, and it just does it all faster.
So then if you want to chase turbos, this car is so differentiated than the Z06. A lot of brands, some of the cars get similar, and I think us enthusiasts see it, but like you guys, the way with the marketing team and the designers, you've made every vehicle so bespoke and different, is what I'm kind of getting at.
Yeah.
You can happily own a Z06, I think, and then add one of these to your collection because they're just so vastly different.
It's literally, I mean, you just sort of pick your poison. What level do you want?
So we got full rundown, basically 1,200 pounds of downforce, 1,064 horsepower. What was it, 818 torque?
828.
828 pound-feet of torque. Yep. Luckily, you have the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs because on standard like street tires, you would be
smoking,
having a hard time. But I think you just got to get these tires warmed up. Well, that's the one funny thing with the Cup 2R, guys. Get them warmed up, any R compound, then their grip should be there. I do want to ask you, does the team have certain lap time goals with this vehicle and its benchmarks versus like
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not an engineer, so I don't quite know how they do it. I know that like, for example, when all the engineers first took this car out to the Nürburgring, when it was the camouflaged development vehicles, all 4 of the engineers hit more than 200 miles per hour on the first run.
On the Nürburgring?
On the Nürburgring.
Oh my God.
That's pretty remarkable for a first time go around.
It's remarkable having a Corvette come out there, you know, to show all the brands worldwide what the team can do.
It's a world car, you know, we're gonna have a right-hand drive option, so you gotta take it to the world's course.
Okay, Shad, any other cool Easter eggs that we have missed on this new ZR1?
One very cool Easter egg right over here. You may have heard that the chief engineer for Corvette, Taj Juer, just announced his retirement. So
yes, he did.
The team surprised him, and on every Corvette going forward, there will be this sort of embossed likeness of his head.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. He's had such an influential impact. And he's the kind of guy you can walk up to him during an event or elsewhere, and he'll openly just talk to you about these vehicles. He's such an enthusiast.
Legend. He's a legend.
He's a great guy. Sad to see him go, but this is his final work of art, right?
Not a bad way to go.
Not a bad way to go. The ultimate Corvette yet. Shad, I gotta ask, can we listen to the ZR1 out here? Can we get an idea how it sounds? This is a place to do it, right?
It's one of the best parts about the car, one of the best features. My favorite feature for sure, the way this thing sounds, so we can do that.
Sounds good. Overall with the interior, you can get the full carbon fiber finish, right? The level 2 carbon interior, or level 3. Wow. So that would be touring mode. Wow. So is that the new turbo boost gauge right there?
It is, yeah. So this is in track mode. You can see your new PSI gauge.
Oh, wow.
Just let it get a little warm up here.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite spec though, is I wasn't a fan of yellow, but this yellow looks so good with all of the venting and the blacked out bits.
And the carbon.
And the carbon.
Wow. That is crazy, Shad. Thanks for showing us. I know everyone wanted to hear it out here. That is just, it's very distinctively different than Z06. It's insanely loud, actually. It doesn't sound muffled. Sometimes with the turbos in these vehicles, they sound muffled. But
everybody's worried about that, yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't. They nailed it with that, man. Wow, crazy. Shad, thank you so much for taking the time. You're probably having too much fun right now, representing the brand out here.
Yep, and I'm worried about my bank account.
Oh, yeah. Chevy, you did a great job sending Shad out here. He's the man. He's been answering questions everywhere, and this is perfect to see alongside all the hypercars. Thank you again, dude.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, we parked it right next to it for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Corvette Z06 pulling next to the Corvette ZR1. They're shortly pulling out the ZR1. I love how you can see competition yellow next to the accelerate yellow right there. Wow. So let's get into it.
I see ZR1. I don't know, is that a real ZR1, man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
holy shit, I didn't know they're already out.
It's the first one over here.
Really, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Manufactured car.
Chevrolet did it right by showing up next to all these 1,000 horsepower cars with their own 1,000 horsepower supercar. Real quickly before I end this video, I just want to say thank you to all of you who watch this channel. I get to meet so many very nice people who own all sorts of sports cars, even people who don't own any current crazy car, just enthusiasts who dream of getting behind the wheel of these types of vehicles someday. So I want to thank you for watching these videos, giving me the chance to create this platform to share this unique coverage with all of you. Even today I got to meet so many great people, a lot of people who watch the channel, so thank you for that. I even got to sign a C8 Corvette today, which was fantastic. It was owned by a very, very nice gentleman. So I got to sign his car in the engine bay next to another, a C8 racing driver actually, that was truly humbling. So today has been a fantastic day. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, really help me out, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. Hit the notification bell so you have all the new videos coming out. I can't wait to see more about this car. Hope to get one. It seems incredible, especially parked next to these hypercars. Anyways, thanks for watching again. I'll see you in the next episode.